another team that stole my heart last stage. So it's one of those teetering balancing acts for me right now. For those wondering about the map video as well, an interesting one. You heard Kakuka sort of give a little bit of exasperated gasp there about it. FPX is the one that chose this map. And for Focus fans out there, of which I am one, you'll know they're undefeated on this map. So they're taking them to their own stomping ground.
It's going to be interesting. It really looks like they want to fight this fire with fire. And talk about fire, we'll see a very explosive one out onto the B side. Elbow push coming up from them. But all they gather is that Cypher has been there a second ago. Traversing now towards mid. Simple Traderoo coming out from the Bucha side of things. But as they do cross through mid, it's double doors they may want to enter. Shao gets the first pick on top of mid, finds safety. But Angel, he's going in for the drop shoot. He's going to do exactly that. Gets one back into safety. 3 bullets. Reload. He's permitted it, but it's so close. Poison Cloud to conceal this position. Your boy Lewis won't give him the opportunity. And Zipan, all that remains for FPX right now.
Vong is such low HP. One little pop shot there. Zipan gets himself into a 1v1. He's in a good position, but the only good position he's in is a headshot fire there for the side of Lewis. And I think for Zipan there, it was a really good opportunity for him to be able to take that pistol. I truly think, even though last series you and I sat here and we watched Mech absolutely wipe the floor with BBL on Breeze, this will be a much closer affair. I really think that. And if FPX has the balls to essentially take the side of Focus to one of their stomping grounds, one of their comfort zones, then they themselves will have a plan up their sleeve. And the fact that Focus is starting on attack, they're going to have to get a really good, round count here in this first half to show me that this is their map for a reason.
What will kind of be the threshold for you when it comes to the rounds that you get in this half? Where do you think FPX could be comfortable?
I think Focus needs at least 5. I know that sounds a bit ridiculous, but I think they need at least 5. And then for FPX, I mean, it's a hard ball game because I really don't know what to expect from them here. Last time we saw them was against G2 in the finals, and this is what I would consider to be a completely different FPX. So quantifying them at this point is rather difficult.
It's a brand new frontier for us to discover. For Focus to discover. They're going to discover it firsthand. They're the ones playing up against them, of course. And every other team, I'm sure, are looking. Yeah, exactly. 1 + 1 = 2. I can also do maths, by the way. All right. I'm sure all of the teams are actually looking at this matchup. Probably the match of the day. An all-important one. Could dictate a lot in this group. FPX trailing behind of where they would like to be. Loss against Fnatic must be hurtful for them. I'm sure they want to get their vengeance shortly, but for now, they have to deal with the newcomers of the league. Focus entering the site. Yugi with the first blood here. It is expected they do most of the job, but Artis, as long as he's alive, you know he'll be a menace. Quickly shut down though. Shorty play here from Shao, keeping things close, even. Vong close by, but the Guardian will do more damage. And that means that Focus get the spike down and have the numbers with FPX locked with Sheriffs at hand. They'll be approaching as soon as the Toxic Stream does go down. But Yugi's got a good angle to hold this back, and Marshall can do so much up against a zero shield lineup. That's exactly what happens to Zipan. 1 bullet should do it, so he gets his position fully telegraphed. The wide swing from 2 players gets Focus that 2-0.
Something that might be foretelling for the way that Focus is going to play, not just this map, but this series, is that they're giving a lot of respect to FPX. And why wouldn't you? I mean, they're Stage 1 champions, so hell yeah, I'm going to be putting a lot of respect on their name. But more in the fundamentals, they had what we would consider to be, much stronger weaponry, and they should be on the upper foot for winning that round. Round 2 conversions are very, very common. But they waited until about the 30-second mark. They grabbed that mid control, had elbows squarely in their hands before they committed to the push. And I like that little bit of respect going, you know what? We aren't going to rush this. There's no need for us to. We'll follow our fundamentals, our strategy here, regardless of us having superior weaponry. And that's what I like from Focus so far. First 2 rounds firmly in their hands. Now it's the 3rd. This is where we see FPX kick off.
You can see the investment preference towards utility instead of going for the full shields. Confident they can perhaps hit those shots first, but it can be dangerous. Bulldogs can be lethal. Sheriffs as well. Proper range, of course. Elbow push coming out from Focus. Smoked off. Shao can't see a thing so far, but Yuki's angle as well as the flash drive will give it away. And now they back out. No info gathered. FPX have dropped fully back from that, but maybe contention are coming from mid. But as they do try and go for it, Focus go all the way around towards the main entry of A.
No one's there to receive them either. No one's there to collect them. Really, it's only mid-door contention, and at that point, you gotta hope that some of those weapons hit. I think Angel's read onto this. They know. 30-second mark. We know this is the forte of Focus.
Snake, right, well, the toxic screen now just drop onto the site. They allow the cross, quickly taken down though, true to that 0 point. Quickly close by, your boy Lewis gets it done, but it's quickly traded onto the sideline here, unable to get past it, Pan, unable to do a thing. A Shower joins in on the fray. FPX find their way on the board when the opportunity is given to them.
No real pushing power into the site there. Obviously, we spoke about them having that superior weaponry in round 2 and able to get onto the B site and get the job done. But it's almost like it's telegraphed to the second. I was watching the clock there, X, and I thought to myself, yeah, I bet you this is setting the tempo again. 30-second mark, and there they go. And I don't know if this is something that the IGL is standing there and going, okay, we're going to push now. Luri's sort of standing, yep, 30-second mark, let's go. But hopefully that's not their go-to always, because it could be a little predictable.
Ooh.
I like this.
Artis, sneaky man. But Louis got the right corner covered, it doesn't matter. Artis is just quicker. Cloudburst just in time to get away, but doesn't move away. Instead stays around, and it's costly because Lewis has taken him down. And now we stand square. That mid-play pretty much did nothing.
Oh, Focus wants picks, X. This is why they sort of linger around mid. They're poking and prodding, and that's a freebie, surely.
Angel, deep commitment, is able to find it. Hunter's Fury tagging Lewis. They know where he is, which means they'll turn their attention towards it. But in time, Ziplan gets one, but it's not to his cost of his own life. His teammate goes down as well. So Buha, left between a rock and a hard place, knows where the spike is, but also knows there's mid contention. And by 2 players, will look to swing little by little, piece by piece. Oh, picks that shower. Now it's down to a duel. Cypher v Cypher. Buha with a knife out. Oh, retrieves a bullet to their face, so he gets to round up this for FPX.
Retrieves the op as well. Hands it handily over to Artis. Some uncharacteristically missed op shots so far. It's early into the fray of things, I'm sure, but as an op lover myself, I'm hypercritical, just the way we got a Mr. Critical on the desk as well in the hands of Lothar. I'm always looking at that, because when you invest so many credits into an operator, you have to make value out of it. You have to get a return on investment that is so well thought of that you yourself know that that economic advantage is well placed, and that's something we want to see from Artis here. But for now, the weaponry in the hands of Focus, not good at all. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of kills going into the hands of FPX unless they can make something happen with a utility here from the side of Focus.
The first thing I thought when you said you're super critical is asking you if you've ever thought to be a judge on any of those talent shows. Was that ever a dream of yours?
No, I was a criminologist before esports, so that probably tells you enough.
Okay, fair. Okay, that's where the judgment comes in. Mm-hmm. I see. Okay.
Ooh.
Pistol play for Focus.
There we go. That's what we want.
Catches out. Trap, and obviously you have to be more confident to stick around. Well, Lewis shut down as soon as he sets his eye onto the B site, onto the A site, excuse me. But,
do you know your alphabet?
Interrupted. I know my alphabet, but I don't know the order.
But you don't know the alphabet.
I don't know the order of the alphabet. Yeah, it's B, C, A, E, G, right? Pretty close.
You're close enough. We'll give you that.
All right.
Gamers, we don't have to touch grass. We don't have to know the alphabet, but as long as we can get onto site and get the job done. Speaking of, with Lewis dropping, I mean, Lewis is someone who's had a bit of a rough time, but Yugi, he's got Bladestorm in hand. He could make something of this.
Oh, it's a little bit down to the wire, isn't it? Oh, they're actually finding damage here. The spike is actually going down.
No.
And FPX may be in trouble. Angel's position could be telegraphed, but the Viper's Pit assists them further, opening up their arms. Oh, so he gets to an all-crucial position. Now wants to find his way into the fight quickly because his teammates will need his help. Angel falls. An Artis, when you've got a Viper's Pit in front of you, you don't need the operator. Oh, look below you. Oh,
hello?
No! But still gets it done. Classic will do it. moves in front of Iluri's crossfire though, and I believe Focus might be able to pull this off. All down to Suigetsu, a player you really want in these clutch positions, and is able to find Iluri within that chaos. Is able to scramble one, but it does run out of time, which means Focus are able to scramble around that. Just did not look likely.
You heard me. I was trailing off into a completely different topic. It wasn't until the Blade Storm was popped. I could see in the corner of my eye the possibility of an ulti out of the Viper there, but I didn't. 13 seconds was the count upon which they come bursting through mid-doors there, X. I didn't see it coming, and that's the most exciting part about Valorant, is that if you can use every single second to your advantage, use them all. That's what Focus has been doing on their attacks. They're trying to absolutely squeeze out every single second that they can in a round. No need for speed there.
It shows we really didn't believe in that round. We were talking about alphabets, talent shows, criminology, nothing but Valorant. We thought, okay, there's room to fill here, but no. Bounce back from it. Quick fight now towards tower. A lot of damage inflicted onto the Focus side. Unable to find kill zone. Buka may need to find another front to work onto. He actually moves up closely. Your boy Lewis, unable to get rezzed. Buka aggressing. Suigetsu will pre-fire it, but it's not good enough. The reinforcements are there, though. Spike has been ticking for a while. Iluri will have to hold it back. Completely revealed. Neural Theft doing its job. He needs to find his headshot, struggling to do so. There comes the first, but many more to come. Suppress in the corner. Suigetsu challenges it. Vong, they know where he is and are able to pre-fire that position, and it's all down to Yugi. Barely standing, heavily injured, bleeding all over, with a hell of a lot to do. Unable to see him, but they still get it done. Suigetsu with a triple. FPX are back in it.
We said this would be a close one, didn't we, X? We said this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we said this would be a close one, yeah. Yeah, everyone, grab your popcorn, grab your drink. I'm going to do that thing where I slouch back in my chair and get myself ready for a long one, because that's what we're seeing here. That's exactly what we're getting. We're getting a match. I think as Lauren would put it, we've got a match on our hands. Oh, yeah. So, I love that for us as well, because, again, FPX picking into a very confident map of Focus. Wanted to see what they've got. Really hard to tell where Breeze sort of sits when it comes to attacking and defending sidedness. We speculated on Fracture in the last series, but a lot of the time it just comes down to stylistic differences, and that's the lovely part about this matchup right now, is they are so closely aligned.
Could it also be the dynamic of kind of thinking, okay, they're probably not going to pick into Breeze. It might be even banned. Do we anti-strat it? Do we prep it? And maybe this could be surprising for them. FPX coming in prepared, Operator taken off of the hands of Artis, and now put into use from the Focus side. Angel taking one down, but he's in trouble. Shock dart, snake bites, everything thrown at him, and unable to survive the onslaught of bullets as well. And all of a sudden, Focus might be able to do it again. Why do we underestimate these pistols? The good thing for FPX is that they've got the spike advantage. But Zipan hears the commotion and turns around in time, equalizing the standing when it comes to the players. One by one they approach, and one by one they die. Ilori, with a lot to do, with not much time to play with, and not much wall to work with, will get taken down. FPX recover it, but it damn well looked close.
None of these rounds are coming easy whatsoever. There is not a single round that either of these teams haven't had to fight tooth and nail for. You're coming down to micro mistakes here, micro decision. Time on the clock. There's so much that you can break down, and this is a dream for analysts like Lothar, for example. He's gonna be sitting there watching this right now going, wow, look at this 10 seconds worth of gameplay that changed the entirety of the round. It's just little things like that. And that's how much these teams are putting into it thus far. Weaponry looking good for both sides, but credit's a little low on the side of Focus, so they themselves are hoping to win this one to snatch back the monetary advantage at the very least.
Buka's thrown all of his utility very, very early on, only holding on to one of his cages, and just throws it again. Okay, he took that mid all by himself, but drops away from it. Just puts FPX in an uncomfortable position to put players in that direction. Wonder if there's someone lingering around, but no, the fight is elsewhere, and Zipan is getting to know that. 2 kills out of nowhere has put FPX on top. So he gets to now challenged, wanting to have a mark on this game. Gets another. Vong unable to move any forwards. FPX completely stomp Focus in this round.
A player on the side of FPX that I feel doesn't get... I don't think he's underrated per se, but I think he doesn't get enough limelight is Sugetsu. Mr. Reliable. Now, right now he's their top frag, but I don't think that's necessarily what makes him one of the best players, especially when it comes from a supportive role and style of things. Of course, Focus taking a timeout now, a well-needed one, because I think they're getting a lot more trouble than they asked for, but that's a player I love to watch because he can hold his own. And that's a hard thing to be able to teach players to do. How do you move when you're under pressure, when you've got multiple X's on the back foot a little bit, having to fight fire with fire just in tube alone?
I really like this game also because it's a clear indication of the discrepancy between Tier 1 and Tier 2.
Yes.
Focus made their way all the way from the Valorant regional leagues, beat every single team within it, and on the other hand, FPX won the previous stage of VCT. Right, so we're talking about the best of the best from the play that are playing the previous stage, and now we're seeing an action in best of 3. Zipan, quick triple kill for him, as if it was a casual stroll in the park. Really unchallenged. Mid controllers there, Spike in their control as well.
Oh.
Zipan making it look so darn easy. And Vong is just wondering where the hell did his teammates go. Sees all the bodies before him, but he also sees bullets flying to his head. Hot lead on his body will make him fall. FPX with 6.
An expected quote-unquote easy round for the side of FPX given that economic advantage, but you just never know. Today has been filled with thrifty after thrifty, so I try not to, you know, you and I were talking about maths and the alphabet before when we were taken, you know, off guard, so I'm going to keep my eye on the prize right now and assume that anything can happen at any point in time. And if you're a Focus fan, of which, well, they've made me one this stage, that's for sure.
All right.
And this scoreline does not bode well. I said they need at least 5. Watching FPX play at the moment on this map, knowing it was an unknown quantity, I think they need more.
Focus very meticulous with how they've been approaching this game so far. Very careful, knowing every piece of utility gives away some sort of information, and FPX always react to it. Always know the premise behind it.
He doesn't know.
Ooh.
Oh, he doesn't know? Yugi has no idea, neither does Lewis.
Oh, but now they will. Our drone shows a position of 2, and Artis, grand opportunity to just swing by and grab a kill advantage. Now, they may want to move onto the B side, but Angel is wary of it and will be able to snatch Yugi out of his existence. And just like that, FPX solidify it. At least B-site attack has been stopped. Now, attempting to make something happen towards A. Heavily damaged to Ugetsu, still alive, crucially enough. Booker entering through main. Vong winning out of his trade. Now as the A-side attack starting to approach, and Viper's Pit will allow the rest of the team to cross forwards. Artis looking to make something happen with the Blaze, but the rest of the team of FPX now moving towards mid to work this together.
Artis looks a little exasperated as well, X. Hasn't been hitting some of his shots, maybe panicking, a little anxious that he's not able to have the impact he's looking for. It's what I'm talking about, X. It's a disaster. They've got to clean it up. They've got to mop it up. It's all on Angel.
Angel, what can he do? Starts diffusing, but stops instantly. Iluri goes in for the grab, and Focus get it done. You think they were lost? Well, think again. They're able to make the impossible happen.
Oh, no. Oh no, you can't quantify this game. Also, everyone cast your eyes to the bottom left. We finally get what I have been begging for all day. 2 operators, thank you very much. Yeah. Xiao, Artist, 1 on each side. No? Both on one side? Okay.
All right.
1 to cave, 1 close, I guess?
Yeah, I'm assuming an early pick from Artis and then dash away and maybe play the mid game.
Oh, this is ridiculous. He's using it like a shotgun.
Oh, he's going deep and he's not finding anyone. And this time, the dash will have no effect because Yugi, I think,
they know it.
Oh, hello. Goodbye. Artist out, and so is the operator. Heavy investment now down. Xiao Oh, is also there, but unable to hit the first shot. Hunter's Fury is going directly after him. No, it's your boys Lewis to interrupt it. Now he's a thorn in the backs of FPX, unable to deal with him. Shao has to fall, and Focus take full control over the A site, while FPX are wondering what on earth just happened.
Focus waking up now. So is Zippin. Always awake, Sugetsu and Zippin, the two players that if I had to pick two players right now in the form that they're showing to be alive in this retake, 2v4, it'd be them. But Sugetsu,
oh no.
Well, he's done that on purpose. I like that redirect.
Get Zippin out of there.
Yep.
Could have been close considering how Buha was on the case. He was just a couple of seconds away from actually finding an opportunity to shoot his opponent down. And I love how Focus are looking at punish as well. Long distance shot, Buha gets Zippin down, no rifle save there. Sugetsu might be falling in front of his crossfire as well. Oh, fine margins. We're really playing with fine margins.
We absolutely are. We really are. I said earlier on, it might have been even in the previous series as well, is that if you invest in an operator, your return on investment has to be good. Hitters on the side of FPX, also crumbling artists being one Angel as well. If they step up, if they shake off the nerves a little bit maybe, then it might look different.
Could also see the anxiousness in that sloth's eyes. Must be kind of gruesome seeing them come and go like that. One moment they're dead, one moment they're back.
Oh, artists. That positioning, that was bad.
Didn't quite expect Yugi to be there in time. And he will just simply be able to walk out of there. Aldron spotting him, knowing there's still contention in this direction, but no. Pulls out the knife, gets away as quickly as possible, but look at the B site. The only way that site is being held right now is by tripwires.
No one even attempted to trade after Artis fell either. No mid-doors contention, no nest contention. Is this a sign of a scared team?
Zippin just walked out of double doors and saw no one else was there, which kind of meant that Angel had to get deep into the backside of the B site. You kind of saw Shao also moving in there, but the polarized positionings mean that rotations will take a long time. Hunter's Fury, but is it used as a bait? Yeah, boy Lewis on the backside already, catching Angel off guard. Focus with a clear advantage and a clear task at hand. Get the spike down and defend it at all costs.
Well, Leary heard those shock darts going off. He goes, "Ooh, I don't want to eat any of those." And the infamous 30-second count that Focus loves to play off of. Yeah, there we go.
Yugi so impactful this round and will sustain his presence. Buha finding himself moving into elbow, catching them off guard as he pleases. We alluded to the equalizer. Well, here we have it. Focus on the attack are able to scramble 6 from FPX.
If you're FPX right now, you are questioning, 1, picking this map to begin with, going to the playground of your opponents, and 2, what it is that you have on your second half that is going to outdo the momentum that has clearly been shifted well into the hands of Focus. You see on that round count, 4 rounds in a row for FPX. They were probably thinking it was a dream for them. But oh my goodness, how much they did not realize it would flip into the hands of Focus. Some good attacking rounds there from Focus, but a lot of this has been just micro plays. Timing on the side of Focus, I like that they really squeeze out every second of their attacking round and baiting out that utility from FPX into gunfights. And I gotta say it, bad positioning by the side of FPX with a few of their players that they were able to manipulate. So here goes the second half.
Some carelessness that goes punished. Focus showing why they deserve to be here, why they deserve to compete up against the best in EMEA. So far coming close in every single series they've had, but never quite able to close it out. Maybe here is where they can start it. Your boy Lewis coming alive. Defense side now on the case, on the chase. Yugi single-handedly taking down both players, trying to deal with them, but they simply cannot. You cannot contain them. And Focus run away with another pistol round.
Oh, I had to say it. I had to say it, X, but shoot back. Shoot back. There's 2 of you. And you're like sitting ducks. for the players of Focus. Unbelievable that every single player stayed alive after they hunted them in packs, in duos. Watch this. Easy for your boy
Crazy.
Lewis, no problems. Mid doors, they weren't expecting, that's fine. But
But
beyond this,
Look at that.
this.
Oh, so many shots missed from both Shao and Angel there. Oh, that's got to hurt. And we're talking about FPX, the
We're
victors of the
talking about the
previous stage.
stage 1 champions.
Ah, this can't happen.
Not like this. Ooh, I've seen this one, but in a very different way.
Yeah. This time, Aggressor and Flash Drive, your boy Lewis switching positions with them! Focus! So quick to react to the task, they knew exactly what was going on. And Sugetsu, in a really tough spot, barely got any health on him anymore. Shao attempting the impossible, still damaged in that trade, but it's still something that allows them to stay alive for a little bit longer. Spike, crucially enough, in their control, but he doesn't really go pick up that Bulldog. He wants to stick around with the Sheriff.
Look at their health as well. You got Sugetsu, Xiao. Very formidable players, but oh,
Wait.
there's a camera.
Wait, they forced. FPX forced.
Oh,
Revealing area.
They have no money.
Toxin screen down.
look at the utility as well.
One enemy.
Oh no! It's
Spike
getting from
down,
bad to
B.
worse. And Focus, just take it down. FPX's force. For the second time today, we're seeing forces not working.
Wow. I'm doing maths in my head right now. I'm calculating all the weaponry on the side of Focus and for FPX. And this does not look... I don't even think... I actually can't calculate in my head, not even just the next round, but the round beyond, how that will look depending on this investment. It's bad. Bad is the word, absolutely.
FPX are misbehaving. That's for sure.
Panicking.
Not as composed as you would expect this team to deliver. And now, with a Sheriff buy. We cannot count it out. We cannot, not at this point. Not from what we've seen so far, but so far it's been focused to get these dubs. FPX really would need this miracle to come true. Angel,
Toxin screen
he's praying at a falling star right now.
Oh, Alluri knows.
So confident to just stick back there. Knowing he doesn't need to push by, knowing that Angel will fall into his crosshair nonetheless.
toxins going up.
Focus barely moved this round. They barely wrapped around.
The 30-second mark.
seconds
This
left.
is Focus Special, not FPX. Oh,
Oh no. Damage all across the board. ADS with the Bulldog is all that you need. And it's your boy Lewis to get it done. Sugetsu, Shao, we've seen them in positions like this before. All too similar to us right now. But it's all coming to a very quick end. Focus on 9. FPX trailing behind by 3.
I don't want to curse it, X. I don't want to curse it. I think there's a lot of people out there that want to see Focus put a point on the board for this stage. You and I, off screen, we were talking about the round differential that Focus has is one of the most impressive we've ever seen of any team inside a regular regional league of any kind. To have that many losses but that good of a round differential is almost unheard of. Focus is teetering on the edge of a win here. Could this be it?
It's a massive statement as well. You try and pick Breeze against us?
Yeah.
Camera taken out.
This truly is the group of death. FPX are starting to realize this now, albeit quite late. Not over.
Oh, Yugi.
Oh, good thing for Artis, he was able to trail back and swing back out into safety. But Yuki's still sticking around. So desperate FPX are to stay alive that they have to rotate around from their own spawn.
They also had to invest a cloud burst as well just to cross over.
Scanning ahead.
It's time, it's utility. And now it's given away the entire plan. They know what's up.
Revealing area.
Focus are starting to rotate, but it all depends whether Focus will be respecting this or will be trying to interact with them as the cross commences. Artist with the first blood is exactly what FPX needed to get the show on the road. Spike will get initialized, but Artist is so close to this. Suppressed though, doesn't want to go for anything risky. Waiting for Zipan to be able to throw down a flash drive to help him with a push. Zipan can't do anything. That null command is disabling them for so darn long, but they might not even need that because Zipan and Shao are able to find their shots. Yugi onto the back line. The only sole survivor for the Focus side will end up falling. A much required flawless for FPX will get them back on the board.
It's comforting to know that stage 1 champions, even when their rotation is seen, is challenged, and they have to force utility just to be able to push the site that the entire defensive side has already seen them rotate to, that they can then still convert and win it. I think that's really important statement for them to feel right now, is that they've been losing a lot of rounds. This has been slipping out of their hands on their very own map pick. They were staring down the barrel of double digits for Focus. That is going to, quell some of the frustrations of the players, I'm sure.
I'm just thinking how on earth that happened as well. Did you just throw down the toxic screen quicker than it was anticipated from FPX and kind of catch two players off guard? Because I think there was a crossfire on there as well. And they fell so darn quick. And FPX going for something very similar. An A hit and then rotation towards the B site.
Watch the minimap. Focus no. Running back and forth, back and forth.
This is the same thing all over again. But will the outcome be as such? Ilori unable to take anyone down so far, but Suppressed needing to find these kills up on the high ground, but finds cover. 2 for Focus, but is it good enough? Resurrection perhaps will come in time, but Shower gets them down. A triple kill for Shower salvages the day for FPX. Now they're back on track.
They're fighting with gusto now. That's what that is. Is that even though Focus know exactly what is happening, you can see the rotations across from spawn, the back and forwards, the amount of traps, the intel that they have when they're coming in, even with the toxic screen. You can see multiple players pinged out, and still FPX are running over them. A little bit of pace shift, I think, coming in. FPX now taking it and going, we're starting to run the show. We're going to dictate the pace here, and upon which we do, you'll be singing tunes to our melody, and that's exactly what they want here.
How many Sheriff buy wins have Focus won so far? About 2, 3?
Yeah. That's about as high as you can count, X, so we'll leave it at that.
Wow, shots thrown. Okay, I see you. Oh, okay. Well, it might not be more than that. They might have to sustain to that number. Focus. They've been spotted. I think most of their players have been spotted, but FPX don't think of switching up their plan, at least not yet. Cloudburst to conceal Ardis' rotation. But Spike staying in place, sort of their thought process around this perhaps is that they expect Focus to push.
Yep. Focus have bought into this. This is the 3rd time we've seen FPX do this. Focus have got to know this. If they don't, then they themselves are the fools and very well deserve to be on the back foot for this round. Or maybe FPX has played the mind game so strong that Focus doesn't believe that they would rotate and do exactly the same strategy 3 rounds in a row. It sounds ridiculous, but they're doing it.
And Yugi just got a kill. That would be interesting if Focus won this. This should be the equalizer for FPX. They should not be losing this in any shape or form. Your boy Lewis has a Vandal though. And this is a man to fear. One approaching now from elbow, and that is Shower. It could hinge off of his rotation here, and they do not expect it. Okay, FPX get it done, as it should. No more shenanigans from Focus. That's it. Put in their place. We're looking at a very much equal scoreline on both ends.
I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel that FPX have baited A 3 rounds in a row, done the exact same rotation, and then won them. I'm not sure. I mean, why do you think Focus was so steadfast in the fact they wanted to stay on A that round? Because they themselves could not believe FPX would do that 3 times in a row. I don't blame them for it.
You really cannot. Everything is determined by a thread. We talked about how the slightest and smallest of decisions, microplays, can have an impact here. These two teams know this map in and out.
I like that cam. I like that cam a lot. We spoke about Sugetsu being able to be almost left on his own, left to his own devices to be able to hold on to parts of the map. Well, he's got a lot of the map which is under his control right now, and it's a lot of responsibility. So he holds on to it. He knows there's no defensive aggression from there. That gives them the inkling that possibly if they go prod on A, don't do it again. Commit this time, boys. No bait and switch. This one's for real.
It seems that is going to be the case, but there are tripwires on the site that could be catching them off guard. No one in position to take charge of it, but oh my goodness, your boy Lewis is able to find one. Hunter's Fury towards him, won't be able to find the shot, but Artist will quickly trade it back. There is still a 3-on-3. Artist finding another, but still alive to shoot bullets. Iluri keeping it close. Artist shut down. Booher takes him down. And double digits for Focus. They're the first team to do it.
I see why FPX didn't want to push A. I can see it now. I now know why they baited it 3 rounds in a row and then went, nah. Push B because, well,
Yeah,
they
that
belong
happens.
there. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is that Booher is the B-side defender, right? Together with
Naturally.
Iluri. Like they came in as reinforcements and, well, they did the job. The delay was good enough. The spike couldn't go down. FPX really struggled to gain too much composure.
Oh, Artist, you are loud, friend. You are very loud when you do this.
This is so fast, though, and Zipan is able to find first blood. Iluri could be in trouble here, or vice versa. Angel with the better angle here, catches them off guard with a main push, and now Focus are on the back foot. It seems we're playing tug of war here, because every team is pulling in their direction, and there's no decisive victor yet. Sprayed on across the books, Sugetsu gets it done. It's a flawless once again to make FPX equalize.
Oh, that camera and drop play. Oh, that was hot. That was hot. I could watch him do that every single time. I know we don't have the camera before the drop, but there's a cam that he places where he stands in tube, waits for the confirmation that there are players in mid, drops, and then acts on it. I mean, whew. Oh, I mean, there's a reason FPX was stage 1 champions. You got guys like that on your roster. I love that.
This is a banger of a match. It really is, and it seems FPX won't be slowing down anytime soon. Artist has already initialized the dash, and it will be moving into it straight out of the bat. Booher close by. Only a frenzy. Focus only got pistols, but it doesn't matter if you get point blank with them. Shao on the other side of the toxic screen. Yugi finding himself some sheriff pot shot. Zipan struggling, but Shao is here to stay. Shao has had so much impact this game. It's impeccable. He gets final kill as well. Focus are no longer have the advantage. It's FPX to take themselves on top.
This is it. This is Focus's last chance to bring this back into their own hands, win their opponent's map pick, and move on to their own map pick of Fracture. They lose this round, and it's going to take another monstrous pistol round, or force, or ugly buy for them to try and work their way back into this one. And for FPX, it's holding on to that round, that momentum that they have now, and Yugi, he's the one that's going to kick it off with this operator. Oh, Lewis.
Oh, Lewis. It's so scary seeing them approach these point-blank positions. But the upside of it, in the nick of it, Yugi, strong lineup, but Artist not contesting it. Okay, FPX has switched their style up a bit.
I like this. Play the time. Really let Focus stew in it. Make them overthink it. And then make them think and then overthink that again.
A lot of thinking there.
I mean, bit of taste of their own medicine. Focus does it to them. Why not dish it back?
Have those footsteps been heard, though? Doesn't seem Focus are reacting too much.
No, but they know this. The bait and switch, they know this. They don't like the A side. Their A hits have been abysmal. So Focus have got to know that the B hit is coming. It's looming.
It's not like you can have a chamber that can just be in a deep position, get one, and rendezvous away. Vong has no escape unless he's able to kill himself. Well, kill his way out of there. Vong, ends up looking away at the wrong time, and Artist takes him down. The solo defender of the B site is now down, and FPX look comfortable. Viper Spit dropping as well. This complicates the retake for Focus by a whole lot.
So many ultimates. So many ultimates can be invested here. It could be a very, very expensive round, and if you're the side of Focus, you want it. You want it bad. These are the only weapons you'll have, and Zippin, no, he's ripping it out of their hands.
Oh, Lewis only gets one, quickly traded, but seems that FPX are still composed. Focus have made the decision to just draw back. Fall back, everybody. There is no more chance in this. Oh, Boo ends up falling as well. No weapon saved. FPX will find themselves on map point here after what has been a massive topsy-turvy.
Yugi's got the Blade Storm, the operator, to go into the 23rd round with. Oh, they know it. Oh, he missed it. No! Oh, with the caster curse. Mere 2 seconds left. I'd like to apologize, but at this point, it better be something that digs you out of this hole. We said the money would be bad. Guardian, Vandal Spectre, a couple of shields. Let's see how you go with this.
How can they deal with this? FPX spread out, Yugi desperate, knowing that he has to put on these carry pants. Brainstorm out in mid. No one found, or has he? Angel falls. Okay. That's a good start.
Good pick. Good bit of utility dropped as well. Think about Angel's opportunity here to be able to use that toxic screen to get onto site. Now it's lost. Have to rely on the flashes of Zippin, I guess, if you want to be able to make some kind of ingress onto site. That's a good pick. Does he get another yes?
Oh, Yugi.
The caster
Yugi!
curse.
That's what you need. That's exactly what Focus wanted, and Yugi delivers. So he gets to Enshow in a too familiar position. Much too familiar. Two players up against the 5. And more often than not, it did not go their way. There's a trip by ahead of him. So he gets to have to shoot it the cross by with limited time. And when Focus can have the numbers advantage wherever FPX goes, you know this is not looking great for FPX. But for Focus, this could be where they're able to start to square things up and alluding to the idea of overtime. Focus not taking any chances. I like this. Waiting for the entirety of the squad to align, waiting for everyone to brigade their way in there. The cavalry arrives, but Shower is going to make this expensive. Is able to find 2, but Focus, importantly enough, are able to scramble up a victory and stay alive in this game.
There's one important part you pointed out there is that they didn't aggress based off that recon, based off that trapwire. They said plant, no problems. We got 5 guys ready to go. We'll meet up. We'll reconvene when we're ready to go. And that retake there, that was perfectly poised. I love that. Even under the pressure of that plant coming down, even though they know what FPX is capable of. And it's all because of this man on your screen right now. He got rid of the crucial utility of the Viper. I said what was left over? Zippin. Well, he said no problems, let me drop him. And then let me drop another and bring that numbers advantage into our side. And whilst the weaponry doesn't look pretty, everyone has shields this time. They're going to operate in the hands of Yugi as a result. And this rings overtime if they can pull this one off too.
Mid push coming out here from FPX now. Push ahead, Artist. Good shot onto Yugi. So FPX might have been able to turn around. They're really turning up the pace here. Aggression. Buha blinded, looking to run away. Unable to do so. Hunter's Fury brought into the mix, but Vong is able to find a kill onto Artist straight out of the back. Guardian doing so much. Gets the triple. Vong holding it on for his team, but Sui gets who's left behind. Closing out on these rotations. And Iluri with a task at hand, wanting to make the miracle work out for Focus. Give them a victory. It's been a long time coming, unable to do so far in this season. They want this win, but FPX put all their eggs into one basket and move towards this A site.
Oh, he might catch one.
No way. Looking the wrong direction, spotted out the cam. Does he check the right position? He does not. Surigetsu, bullet to the side of the head of Iluri. 13-11.
Up as the map
Hour
count
by
goes
hour.
up.
Exactly.
The next number's
Let's see how
5,
this
by
one
the
works
way.
out. Yeah, 5 seconds. See, I can count.
There we go.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's get right into the action. FPX on the defense, focus on the attack. Let's see if they can take down FPX and just get that curse out of the way of unable to close out matches. Ardis close by. Could be in contention. Fault line, no around rendezvous, the hell out of there. A site is where they're going to be taking this approach from. It will be moving from 2 directions. Sky Smoke Artist allowing himself to try and attempt some pot shots through the smoke, but not really getting anything. It's still a plant without any casualties.
It's interesting that Vong is the one with the spike, and he's the one that runs through sand for that strategy as well. I mean, talk about high risk, high reward. They'll get the site though. It's just pistol round. And give a little bit of context to everyone, is the last time both of these teams played Fracture was against G2. FPX won theirs, Focus didn't with theirs.
I thought that was a perfect paranoia, but turned out it just wasn't. Therefore, they still were able to see as they do cross onto the site. Still, touching the spike puts pressure on them. They're actually sticking it. They know of this. Camera spotted. Now, they're still trading in favor of FPX. Still trying to put the pressure onto your boy Lewis, but he will end up falling. Shell gets the kill, and they do get the defuse as well, with a couple of sandbags.
Yeah, they love doing a little bit of a dance there. I think it's called a jig. I think you call that one a jig.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, I definitely think for them that is something that they've orchestrated through and through. Again, not sure about the spike being with Volg and Sand. That's a risk. Would like to see that sort of moved. Maybe the chess pieces moved around who goes A main, who goes Sand, etc. But in a post plant like that, I mean, it comes down to minutia. You saw Lothar on the desk after map number 1. That's what this map will come down to. And one tiny little misplay there, one accurate shot, that'll be the difference. Oh,
Well,
that's confident.
Yeah. I'm just going to grab the orb real quick. I don't need to spend any utility. I'll be fine.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we haven't really given Focus the previous map the respect they deserve on pistols. So far, they've gotten 2. So if they're able to grab out another one, wouldn't be too bad of a deed. Your boy Lewis sneaking into the enemy's camp, and Shao ends up falling. Zipan looking to trade it back, but Bucha knows where he is. Unable to find the shots in time, will end up falling. The superior weapon does take it. Reinforcements do arrive on the defensive side because Focus's troops do hold for just a little bit longer. Of course, with a dagger thrown at them, they cannot use abilities to assist them, and they push one by one. They swing, and one by one, Angel will have to deal with them. Iluri will just have to walk into his demise at this point. Fragment thrown at his feet, having to sidestep. Zipman puts a bullet in his head, and FPX go up 2-0.
This is more on the script that we expect here, X. We expect you win the pistol, you convert the second, you see what your opponent has to offer in the third, and that's the rhythm, that's the rhyme that we're used to. Series number 1 absolutely threw a spanner in the spokes for me, so I tried not to give too many expectations here, but for FPX right now, their map pick of Fracture, and I tell you what, this is a really good opportunity, or rather for Focus, to move forward and just go, all right, this is, you know what, you know why I thought it was Focus's map pick on Breeze? Because it's their playground. Everyone gets confused by that.
You have to get confused by it. Wow! Okay, very greedy to move into that line of fire like that, but Ardis is trying to circulate around it, trying to find a better position to deal with it, and it looks like he may be able to do it. Shot through the box, and Focus are down in numbers, looking to be sustained in position as they are seized in place. But not for too long. Focus sticking around. Spike is left behind. They cannot afford to rotate. But FPX have got perfect crosshair positionings right now. So Getsu might be just forced out into the open.
Oh, he knows.
But is able to avoid it all.
How did Sugetsu survive? They were pop-shotting through the walls while they could see the corner of his arm as he dodged out of the way of that. Oh, this is bad. This is bad for Focus. This is something they should have converted.
The flash is pointing perfect as well, so we get to it's plenty of time to spray down Buha. And Ilori is all that is left now. They're looking to approach. They don't even need to regress. They know what the task is at hand, and finding a 3-0 start, it would be perfect for them. Ilori, though, will make it challenging. Quick little shot, 20 seconds remaining, therefore pressure is amping up, not taking consideration of that tower side. Shower puts him to his grave, and it's FPX 3-0.
Oh no, this does not paint a pretty picture here. In fact, it probably even goes to my slip up before of going, hey, this is FPX's map pick. Hang on, no it's not, it's Focus's. That's an opportunity for them to be able to show us what they're made of. When you pick a map, when you go to a map 9 times out of 10, of which we saw the 1% of the time that you don't, which was, of course, FPX picking Breeze, which is a good map for Focus. They were narrowly able to win map 1. But you move on to this, and we got to see a much more confident Focus for them picking this map pick, for them sticking with this composition, and Yugi themselves saying that they just had a little bit of a rough time when we first saw them play Fracture. He was just getting into the groove of what it means to play Neon. I don't mean to speak about players and then them die instantly. That is unintended.
There is a thing called the Carter's Curse, but I don't think that really was the case there. It's just a weapon discrepancy, Focus not finding openings. Let's just call it at that.
Oh, pinging it. Yep. Just so they don't forget, make sure you ping the gap in the wall. So that doesn't happen. Ouch.
The fights were won all across the board. Nothing too surprising there, nothing too exciting, but Focus already won, Focus already lost their own buy-up here. So this is the second one they're having. They cannot really afford to lose this one, though.
Something unusual as well is they're not playing time. They're not sort of squeezing out all of the seconds in a round like we're used to seeing from them. Hello, Angel?
Fault line, red. Perfectly done. Paranoia, Aftershock in play. Zipan there to assist. Oh, and Angel gets it done as well. FPX are unstoppable. Throw anything at them, they'll be able to deal with it. Now Yugi on the opposite side, trying to make it dumb. Sugetsu elevated, also raining bullets from above. And there's nothing they can do. Losing out on every single one of these trades. And Ilori hates to be in the position he is right now. No spike, no friends, and the bullets between the eyes.
He's got one friend. It's the bullet. The lead.
Yeah, he'll take it with him to his grave.
6 feet
That's
under.
how good of a friend he is.
Yeah, it's not where I want to be right now. Out the microscope and finding those, you change everything else. And my problem with Focus right now is that on their attacks, they're going fast. They're not baiting out utility. They're not playing the time the same way that we see them on almost every single other map. This need for speed, philosophy, and style does not match them. It is not good for them, and it won't bode well for them, so we need to see them clean this up.
I do remember key pieces of set pieces Focus have used throughout their DACH ventures, throughout the VCT promotion. And it's all been on Fracture. So many highlight reels, so many cool things to bring out. But right now, it doesn't feel comfortable for them at all. And you alluded to the round differential being ever so close in every single map they played so far in this tournament. Well, this could be one that could flip the script. This could be one where they may not be able to find all that much. And so far, it seems like that could be the case. 6-0 is looking very possible so far.
It's not a pretty picture to paint for all the viewers out there, regardless of your inclination and fan base. Ping's coming out. I know exactly where the push is going to be coming from. Numbers advantage squarely in the hands of FPX here, and oh, it's bad. It's bad. FPX are feeling themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Who needs a duelist when you've got 5 FPX players who just are absolutely suffocating you at every turn? You want to push A? We're here. You want to push B? We're here too. 6-0 the scoreline. That is devastating.
They do have a duelist though, Jess.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah, they do. It's Chamber.
Of course.
Obviously.
Oh, God, I love Chamber. I mean, there's a reason that if you look at the top 10 players, I think in the world, I have looked just in Europe, of course, if you go open up your leaderboard, the top 10, I think out of like 10 of them, 8 of them main chamber. For a reason.
Love to see it. So high impact.
Oh no, they're chasing them down.
Oh, first mistake that FPX have made so far, but they're looking to push from the other side as well, and they're catching them off guard. Spray downs in a distance position, but it's still traded in favor of Focus. Scratch that thought! Artist joins the fray on the other side of the map and has even saved the spike. Artist will be the only defender now.
I know exactly
And
what.
Neural Theft will show exactly where he is also. 1 minute to play around with, and little do they know, they're so freaking close to each other. The drop comes out, Artist repositions, and gets the better of them. 7 rounds in a row for FPX, and nothing for Focus.
No. I refuse to believe that this is the story that Focus wants to tell. So close. Their very first debut, so close again, so close again. And now you're telling me that they're going to drop the ball against FPX after every other tough opponent that they've gone up against. They've been able to put rounds on the board. They've been able to look like a solid opponent. And they will get onto their map pick of Fracture. One, you said they have a plethora of highlight reels on and do this.
It really is painful to see. Getting to their own heads.
Going out.
It's painful. It really is. The feeling of hopelessness. Getting so far. Having such an unbeatable streak throughout the spring months, only to lose it in VCT. They didn't come here just for the ride. They're here to do well, show they're capable to compete. And I believe they'll want to show it again. It's not all over straight out of the bat. Shower somehow survives throughout. The flash drive could be brutal. Haunt will be able to sustain them in place. Your boy Lewis wastes the showstopper. Zippun's going directly after him. Damage inflicted, but still. Kills going in Zippun's direction. Boohan Yugi, one and flip the script. Onto the A side they go from the other side. Dropping onto it. But Zippun still sustains his composure. All down to Ilori. Resurrection coming in, making this even more difficult. Rolling Thunder, avoided by Artist, but that doesn't even matter. Ilori grabs the spike and wraps around, but Angel is able to TP to the other side. How do FPX play this out?
That quick decision to TP over to B confirms with no footsteps heard that he can slowly rotate over to A. They know. Oh, he has to commit? He has to go for kills?
There's no other way. He will be allowed the plant.
Ooh, okay.
Ilori, your whole team is looking at your screen right now. Oh, but it's a brutal well to go down. As soon as he peeks out, there's a bullet there waiting for him. And FPX continue their undefeated streak.
If you're another VCT team right now, you're sitting here watching FPX run circles around Focus, and you're thinking to yourself, when we play them, should we ban Fracture? Do we go there? Because that's a hell of a confident team that doesn't have a breach and that doesn't have a duelist.
It's amazing to me how Shark was able to get out of there. I think there was a bit of a mistiming with Yaburi Lewis's kind of swing. And these just milliseconds costed them a kill, costed them Zippan having the aggressive prowess to kind of move in, get more. And it's all just mounting up right now.
Oh, FPX. Oh, the pace. Gonna pull out the ulti there. No, the haunt over top. That was a brilliant lineup, but they're getting punished for it.
Yeah, FPX might be dropping short here to a pistol round, no less. They've gone a little bit too aggressive, but Shao still is in command over the site, all by himself though. And Focus know of this. They want to isolate him, but he's repositioned. Flashpoint. But little does he know, they are going to push from the back end. Yuki, good little headshot, which puts Focus on in charge. They find themselves riflery. And this is where Focus have a good chance to put themselves on the board.
We've seen 113-0 this stage, Fnatic delivered. FPX wanted to join them. But with this round right now, they finally are able to put a round on the board. It's all up to Artist. He's gone absolutely nuclear this series so far. 3 bullets and the 2 to force. There's one.
There's
2
one
more. And then he puts himself in a 1v1. But time, it's against him here, X.
Yeah, not much he could do. Incendiary dropped. It falls short of the mark, but good enough to hit his feet. And there you go. Focus. First round of the game. Hopefully for them, one of many.
Ooh, okay. It's not the prettiest of pitches, but it's beginning to look like something.
Out of charges.
The canvas is out. I can see the paint. I can understand what direction they're going in. But I hope there's more to this story. I'm not ready to let this go. I wanted map 3, and I'm barely getting map 2 here from Focus. The boys wake up a little bit. We'll see a lot more. And the last time they played against G2, it was on the back of Vong, for example. So I want to see the rest of the players step up beside.
There.
I feel like FPX might also be the ones to scratch up that canvas. They were the ones to go aggressive, over-aggressive the previous round. And it costed them. But this time around, completely switching up that pace. It's composed in place, not even thinking of just sidestepping. No, rendezvous away. Zipan? That is such an unorthodox position to hold, and it will not be expected, but it doesn't matter. Dash coming in from Yugi, Lurie able to free frag it out, but Artis is also there. Every single one of these FPX players holding down the site, do not want to give it away that easily. Buka looking to drop. Artis draws out his headhunter and gets a quadra. FPX might have lost the previous one, but they won't allow any more to fall into place for Focus.
This is like, I don't know if you watch Anime X. You probably don't because you're a respectable person, but I'm a big anime fan. I'm a big anime fan, and one of my favorite things to watch is redemption arcs. Everyone loves a good, underdog redemption arc story. Artis is hitting that to a T for me. I can't keep my eyes off of him. Map number 1 on Breeze, missing almost every op shot.
There.
Having a rough one on Breeze. He's come into Fracture and said, enough is enough. You keep my name out of your mouth unless it's something positive, and I'm there for it.
Everybody loves a good old hero's journey. And I've watched my fair share of anime, don't worry. Ooh, Angel! Wanting to make a highlight reel here. Good little two-piece to be picked up. Shah with a sideline here. Not really allowing them to cross by. Suigetsu stepping up to the plate, gets it done. FPX on relentless, double digits already, and we're only 11 rounds in.
Last round in the half.
What do you think the world record is right now for the fastest Fracture game?
Oh, I don't know.
I'd love to know that. I don't think this one will necessarily beat it.
I don't think so.
But it's in contention for a podium spot.
Maybe.
I feel horrible. Again, big Focus fan, big fan of what they've been able to bring into this stage. Coming up into the bigger leagues, it can be such a hard thing to do. It seems so stressful, and Yugi, oh, there we go.
Ooh.
That'll kick things off. That's a nice bit of momentum shift.
Yeah, finally something works out at the initial vestiges of the round for Focus. Can they carry it onwards, though? They've very much spread out across the map. Yugi did allude towards the A site take, but instead the rest of the team are focused to line it up towards the B site. Wall to be broken, only Buha to do it, not wanting to give away the position of many. Could be the smite decision. Overdrive starting to be used. Rolling Thunder as well. Suigetsu, Concuss, Paint Shills, somehow still alive. The push comes through from Lewis, and there's a judge in his hands. Switch it up from his Vandal, and now there's more fight to approach. Shower out of the sky smoke, disrespecting them as if they're nobodies. You dare to challenge us? Vong on a solo man mission, unable to do a thing. Set aside. The half is over. In FPX, tell us. It's a statement. They want to win this, and quickly.
It's a statement in so many regards, X. It's a statement in that whilst they weren't able to go to the Masters and show us what they're capable on a LAN environment, they're making the statement that they came first for a reason. And whilst, yes, okay, Fnatic are the ones that are constantly drawing our stare and our gaze as a result of being undefeated, it's FPX that really want to come out and say, we are the top dogs, we deserve that kind of respect. And we won't let the new dogs on the block be able to take that away from us. And I respect that greatly. Come onto your opponent's map pick. Wipe the floor with them. Show them exactly what it's like to go into Fracture and play without a duelist, without a breach. Set a new precedent for what to expect on Fracture. I'm here for it.
Doombros has really done his homework on this one, I
love
reckon.
Doombros. Oh, God, he's good.
Such a smart man.
Unbelievable.
And Focus seemed disabled. Everything that they've attempted, shut down. FPX have an answer to every single thing that has been thrown. Paranoia. Buha, unable to see, but still able to find one. Simple trade, Focus. They want to close out this gap a little bit. They've been proud of their round differentials, not really proud of their match wins though. Focus, Illuri. He's able to find himself on top, and now they're square. A 2-on-2 with a spike in the middle of the site. The defenders lying in wait for the swing. Artist is the one to do it though. Quickly traded. They knew how to play that one out. And FPX on map and series points.
Match point.
I feel sorry for the analysts. What do you take away from this? I mean, it's a bad day at the office for Focus. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Every other bit of stat we could have pulled would have told you that Focus should have performed on this map. And so, as a result, I think it says more about FPX than it does Focus, for example. I think FPX have just read them, and they read them again, and then they know this off by heart. Everything Focus are trying to do, FPX are one step ahead, and now they could be an entire series ahead of them here. And for the standings, well, that is very big. The analysts will go through it should FPX win this, but my goodness.
Focus. I can only feel the pain right now for them. Been through so much to be here. He dealt this hand, Angel. First blood in the round. Disabling Focus. Yuki wants to go in for more though. They're going to suffocate them because Angel and Artist are both very low. But they're able to escape in time. But are they? Yuki catching them off guard. That's a double kill. That's more like it. That's a Vandal recovered also. And the defenders spread across will be able to catch the rotation of FPX.
Yugi really digging deep here.
Camera taken out.
He had to make a hero play. He knew it and he gets a weapon for it. But now they've got to stop this.
Oh, Buha. Big task ahead of you. And sadly for you, you're walled off. Your boy Lewis on the back end. Buha falls! Shower goes for the trade. Zippan shuts down Lewis. This is just horrible for Focus. This is a nightmare. And Vong, Yugi, trying to see if they can make something happen, but they just cannot. Disabled on all ends. FPX make this one a quickie and closing things out with a 13-1 score.